There were two best friends. Both of them were very weak in English. In class, whenever the teacher asked them to read something in English, they tried to read it, but they made many pauses, mistakes, and hesitations. They could not understand English well, and speaking it was even more difficult. Many times, they imagined themselves speaking English fluently, but when the moment came to speak, no words came out. Their classmates often laughed and said, "These two don't even know how to speak English." Years passed. One day, both friends got a chance to attend a job interview. But there was a twist. The interview would be completely in English, and it was only 21 days away. Both friends decided to prepare, but they chose different methods. Friend number one opened grammar books. He studied nouns, pronouns, verbs, and adverbs. He spent hours using a dictionary and memorizing grammar rules. For 21 days, he focused on learning words and grammar again and again. But friend number two followed a different path. He discovered 7 powerful steps that helped him improve his English quickly. By practicing these steps every day, he started building his English-speaking skills in just 21 days. Finally, the interview day arrived. When the results were announced, friend number one was not selected, but friend number two passed the interview successfully. Now you might be wondering, what were those 7 powerful steps? And how can you use them to improve your English in just 21 days? Don't worry, I will explain each step in this lesson. But before that, let me ask you something. Do you also face this problem? You can understand English when you read it, but when you try to speak, your mind goes blank and your tongue stops? If that happens to you, write yes in the comments. Now, let's start with the first step. Step number 1, the 10-minute word exercise. This is a simple but powerful practice. Every day, sit in your room and look around you. Whatever you see, say its name in English. For example, I see a table. I see a bottle. There is a chair. Don't worry about making long sentences. Start small. Many students make the mistake of trying to speak long and complicated sentences immediately. Avoid that mistake. Begin with simple words and your confidence will grow step by step. Step number 2. Read aloud using 3 senses. The next step is reading aloud, and this can be a real game changer. Take any English book, story, or even your school textbook. Stand in your room and read the sentences out loud. Yes, loudly. At the beginning, you might get stuck on some words. That is completely normal. Don't stop. Just continue reading. When you read aloud, your brain uses 3 senses at the same time. You see the words, you say the words, and you hear your own voice. This combination helps your brain learn much faster. So every day, read aloud for at least 10 minutes. At first, it may feel strange, but this simple habit can greatly improve your English. Step number 3, the picture method. This method is simple and fun. Look at any picture. It can be from a book, your phone, or even something outside your window. Then describe what you see in English. For example, I see mountains. I see the sun. I see trees. Very simple, right? Remember, the goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is to train your brain to think in English. Here's a bonus exercise. Every night before going to bed, spend about 10 minutes thinking about your whole day, but do it in English. For example, today I woke up at 6 a.m. I went to school. I met my friend. I had lunch. If you practice this every day, your thoughts will slowly start forming in English. Step number 4, the pen or pencil trick. Some students say, I try to speak English, but my pronunciation is not clear. Here's a simple trick that even actors use. Take a pen or pencil and hold it gently between your teeth. Then try to pronounce vowel sounds like A, E, I, O, U. At first, you may sound a little funny, but when you remove the pen and speak normally, your pronunciation will sound clearer and stronger. This exercise helps train your tongue to produce English sounds more accurately. Step number 5, listening practice. Train your brain. Many people say the best way to learn English is to buy a dictionary, study grammar, and memorize words. But honestly, that is not the best place to start. If you want to speak English, your first step should be listening. Start watching English movies or TV shows with subtitles. If you enjoy sports like cricket, listen to English commentary. If you watch the news, choose English news channels. The more English you listen to, the faster your brain will get used to the language. So, from today, make listening to English part of your daily routine. Step number 6, the mirror method. Now, listen carefully because this is one of the most powerful techniques. Stand in front of a mirror and speak in English while looking at yourself. Don't just say the words, use your hands, facial expressions, and body language. For example, say, "Hi, my name is David," but say it with confidence and energy, because speaking English is not only about words. Confidence, expressions, and body language are also very important. In interviews, people don't only listen to what you say, they also observe how you present yourself. So, practice speaking in front of a mirror every day. You'll notice a big improvement in your confidence. Finally, let's talk about the most important factor. The biggest difference between people who succeed and people who struggle with English is confidence. Remember the story at the beginning. Friend number 2 didn't just learn English, he believed in himself. And when he walked into the interview room, he spoke with confidence.